My boy Ray just flew down here to Scottsdale. We in Arizona.
Here for a real estate conference, trying to learn. You know, the more you learn, the more you earn.
You feel me?
We're around people that, you know, are earning more than us, and maybe we can learn something, take a trick or two.
But right now we finna eat some true food kitchen. I don't even know if I even really looked at the menu all like that.
I
but
haven't either.
I'm definitely gonna get the drink.
Get something light.
What you gonna talk about, man? Let's talk about.
Let's put these over there.
You want these?
Drinks?
Like these. And this, I'd probably put over here.
Yeah. Okay, you want to move your wallet? I'm gonna sip this. That's good.
Better, way better.
Put that right here.
Like that.
Better?
Yeah, way better.
So, right now, Morgantown, you know, it's hot. The market's hot. Real estate is booming. It's tough to find deals, but if you find a deal, if you make it work, you make a lot of money doing it.
Back to the hometown, man.
Yeah. Have you thought about investing? Or are you investing now?
I haven't, bro. So I didn't really start thinking about investing back in West Virginia, to be honest with you, until maybe 2 months ago. I was going home with my cousin CJ, and CJ didn't want to play for the Cowboys however many years now.
Okay.
But that's like literally my cousin I grew up with, and he done brought up. He said probably like at least 12 to 15 properties back. You know what I'm saying? This is in Willing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So he's buying back in the hometown. So he's the person who talked to me about actually investing in.
Mm-hmm.
Before then, bro. I didn't really understand how much money was really coming into West Virginia.
Oh yeah, it's a ton, man. So like, there are, you know, we have, I know specifically in like Morgantown, we got the nursing environment. You know, the hospital is huge.
That's what I'm seeing.
The hospital, you know, we got FBI Center now, so that's in that Fairmont area, huge.
I didn't know that.
We also have the university. It's a big influx, brings in big influx of people.
And I was seeing that literally even down in Willing and Martins Ferry in Ohio, like the WVU nursing or whatever that facility, they're taking over everything.
So they're buying everything up, and so what's happening is they're bringing people into town that wouldn't normally be here. These people are able to make more, which allows us to kind of raise rents with time too. So especially like your guy you mentioned, he's building properties back. That's kind of what I'm doing too, is we're developing these properties. A lot of stuff is like dilapidated. You got old people, you know, who've owned property 40, 50 years and they're like out of it now. Like they have, you know, at 40, 50 years own the same thing. You don't care about it. You don't treat it like it's day one, you know.
Right.
And so we're able to come in and renovate these properties. Yeah.
That's what I love about you being able to, it's crazy. It's kind of like saying to be ahead of the game, but just to know where you hold your place at, because like after, and it's the same with the social media, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. After a certain amount of time, no matter what we hold in our hands, it becomes dormant. You know, it becomes not to say unuseful, but I'm not satisfied with the same. You know what I'm saying? The same wallet if I just got a brand new Gucci wallet. You know what I mean?
Do you say you take it for granted? Like, let's say your social media expertise right now. Is that something that you know you have? But do you take it for granted sometimes, you feel like? Knowing that you've had it for so long? You know?
Yeah, I just now got back into really doing me on social media. Because I would say like I was speaking on earlier, I spend so much time and money. Like no BS, bro, I used to spend at least an hour to 2 hours every single post. And I was posting what seemed like every single day. So I got to a point where I was burnt out. And even though I had the check mark and I had all these connections, it was just like, whatever with it, you know what I mean? Like, all right, like if I'm not making the money I want to make, or I don't feel like I'm where I want to be at, so it was like whatever with it. But when I really got back into like tapping in, like, you know, no matter what you do, when the blueprint is there and it proves it's good, it's good. So now it's just like me taking steps back to realize like, yo, you do still have these attributes, you do still have these this status or whatever the case be. And with that, it's like, shoot, possibilities are endless.
Have you seen the checkmark game change your strategy? Have you had to like alter what you do? Because I see a lot of check marks with like 50 followers or like, you know, 100 followers, you know.
That the check mark thing is crazy because like I never expected them to do it. You know?
Agree, yeah.
And a lot of my friends were sitting here like posting like, oh, the check that like you guys are complaining about nothing. The check mark is nothing but like ID me. It's just whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I get how people look at it, but no, the check mark is definitely about status.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't get a check mark off of just paying for a check mark. I got a check mark because I was in literally every news article in West Virginia, every university article in West Virginia, every news channel in West Virginia, and that's because I did my own PR. I reached out to every, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to build up enough press that, boom, I was able to get verified. But that's how verification was. It's like you had, like you're a legit businessman. You have.
I got the assets, the stuff to prove it.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
And so when they changed it, I'm just like, whoa, why would you guys do that? Because it kind of it really messes up a lot. You know what I mean? But for me, it was kind of like.
Does it bring more value to you now? You know, like.
So it definitely brings. You still have your value. It's how you use it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so the average person, whether they have it verified, like my account's different. 3-4 years, as long as you know me, I have at least 1 or 2 managers on my account. You know, I find these guys and I tap in with them to the point where it's like we could take advantage of the platform and reach out to 3 different. Say we want to reach out to labels one day. We want to reach out to real estate advisors. We want to reach out to whoever. You know what I'm saying? We could give them the job and they go straight to work.
Yeah.
So that we can really get things done. You know.
Yeah, I will say it's helped networking for sure. That, like you said, that check mark still means status. I guess somebody that has $15 a month, which isn't a lot, disposable, they're trying to build something, or they're fixated on growth at some point. You know, I know for me and my company is focused on, my brand is focused on growing and developing the real estate space. You know.
See, I think, and it's nothing wrong with people paying for the subscription, but I just think people got to realize, like, you're supposed to use the social media platform as a platform to make money. So it's like they got to be real, you know what I'm saying, wary about, like, paying out on everything because, Instagram just made, they made $50 million plus off of people subscribing.
Just for that blue check because they've wanted that so long.
And how many of those people
are really
have even made $15 back since they've got that subscription?
Well, that's what I was. So we talked about it earlier, but it's like for me, every time I post, I make money, and my posts are like, whether I'm doing coaching or I'm selling a course or it's even an ebook, I'm making money every time I post.
That's when it's good to have
that blue check. And so for me, I'm adding value to, because I think it's a value add too. If I'm on social media, what's the value I'm adding? Everybody's watching because you added some type of value to their life. They following you because your music's good, or they following me because they want to learn something about real estate. So it's what the value is that you're bringing. So for me, my value is I'm teaching you about real estate. I'm coaching people who have never had any deals. I'm coaching people who've had 10, 50 units, and they want to learn more. So I think that's when that check mark kind of has its place of like, I could bring you value.
I could bring you value, and it gives you the opportunity to, if you work hard, I work, bro, I reach. Like they always say, if you don't reach, you never know. Like everything's 50-50. So once you do have the check mark, and then you do have the activity on your page, it's all about reaching. You know what I'm saying? You can reach out to shit.
So let me ask you this. This is a great question. For people that are in real estate right now, what would you tell them, or what idea could you tell them to reach out to new people?
I would instantly say get a little, what's it called? What's the assistant called?
Virtual assistant. A virtual assistant.
I would instantly say get a virtual assistant because there's some simple things, whether it's like almost like doing cold calls, where you can have that person on your account basically doing the cold call, but he could be reaching out all day. So like in my instance, I go to sleep, but before I go to sleep, I let my mans know exactly what I want to reach out to. So when I wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning, I got 50 DMs already, people responding to me because they think I reached out to them. Yeah. So it's like they can have people reaching all day long, finding vacant buildings, finding new opportunities, and they're just sitting there at home, you know what I mean, or doing what they got to do about their day. but having those people working and assigning those jobs, bro.
So I'm gonna tell you that's a major key and a major jewel, because the hardest part about real estate right now is not the money behind it. The hardest part is finding a deal. So if you were able to get a virtual assistant, or if you're able to get somebody who can network you to those deals while you sleep, then you can scale immensely. I mean, that virtual assistant, even if it's, you know, you're paying somebody for a month, if they get you one deal, I mean, on one deal you can make $100 grand. You can make more than that.
And you see, I like how you say that too, because even if you get someone else in the network in general, like even if it wasn't just a regular assistant, even if they're able to tap in with someone with any status of a bigger status and get them to even allow them to work with them to the point where they're middleman in it, you know what I mean? Or even like I got homies, like I said, I'll give access to my account to them. Like, all right, this is what we need to do, have access. So even if they find a bigger account that has $1 million or $2 million and they work out something with them to the point where they have access to that bigger account, then they can literally use that account to reach out to people all day long, get sales all day long. So it's really just, once again, the network that they create and how you want to move with it.
So I will say too, I think the blue check mark allows you that reach with other blue check marks, right? So if you're looking to network with somebody higher than you, they're more likely to respond because you have that check mark. And you know, I'll give you an example. I reached out to somebody on social media while I'm here, and I was like, hey, look, I'm here. You know, here's my story. Love to add value. And they hit me like, yo, great, love your story. Come out, let's network. And it was in my head, I'm like, yo, is it the check mark? Is it the story? What is it that, am I going to bring you value? Are you looking to get something from me?
Everything.
But it opened the door for the opportunity to have room for that conversation. So even people who are on social media, you need to be reaching out. You need to be networking with other people. And when we talk about real estate and the deals we do, the strength is really made from networking. You know, I got 104 units, and I built 100. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Appreciate
You're welcome.
it. You look good too. Thank you.
We juice everything from scratch here. So.
Yeah, I mean, I could taste mine. Mine's amazing.
It's good.
It's
Like,
amazing.
we don't use anything from concentrate.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's about
Have you been here before?
No, this is my first time. My boy brought me here.
Cool. Good. Thank you very much.
What's your name, my man?
Gideon.
Gideon. Oh, Gideon. I like that. Ponce, like Ponce de Leon.
Ponce de Leon.
Nice to meet you, brother. It's my man Ray right here.
I like the shirt too.
Hey, thank you. It's the second compliment I got on this shirt,
good.
man. Thank you, my man.
When I think of the Astros, I think of like Biggio, like the way back when.
The old school.
Yeah.
Man.
Bagwell.
I was out there and I was at my ex was from Houston. I was out in Houston for a minute. So I was out there shopping, Astro shopping.
Yeah. I grew up in Minnesota, and my dad.
Minnesota. That's
My dad took us to Twins games when we were kids, and I went to the World Series in 1987.
Never been to the World Series before.
1987 and 1991.
Wow.
He says that the way that he's so full of crap. My dad he's always joking around. He says the only way he was able to get tickets is because he was calling the hotline. There was no internet back then. He was calling on we had a old rotary phone in the basement, and he was calling on the stupid rotary phone. So he said it shot through everybody who's dialing on a touch tone, and like, that doesn't make any sense.
Sound like a movie though.
That makes no sense.
Maybe he got lucky. Maybe he really got lucky.
Man, I can't even imagine doing it every time I wanted to call somebody.
That's what it was
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
What are you doing with this?
Filming that conversation.
Oh, cool. I'm sorry.
No, you're good, man.
Content,
We
man.
got content. Yeah, we create content and stuff.
Any content, good time. Yeah, we just catching up, talking some business, and you know what I'm saying.
Thank you for being here. I
I appreciate
it.
you having us, man.
Yeah,
This is great
anytime.
hospitality. Thank you.
Anytime.
Thank you very
Just
much.
have a good day.
Thank you, my man. That is another.
I like that. Go ahead. I'll let you. Yeah.
What was I saying?
I don't know. But you just mentioned like the rotary phone. Like imagine having to still like click everything around. You know. Then we went to the buttons, the classic buttons, to now everything's touchscreen. Got computers in our pockets, and it creates like an efficiency. Like
That's a great.
it's an efficiency. So right now we're able to scale because of efficiency.
In every manner, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And man, you're right. And I feel like that's why even with me with the social media business, that's what's gonna help me scale.
Yeah.
It's like even if we just take it back to the rotary phone example we just used, bro, people have to in order to do what I'm doing right now, in order to build like this, you gotta learn this, then go back, learn this, go back, learn this, go back, and it's gonna be.
And they changing the algorithm every month.
So my whole plan is literally coming in and bridging the whole gap. You know what I'm saying? Like the best way, and I hop on the phone all day explaining to people. These accounts are assets.
Yeah.
They're not just accounts. They're assets. At one time, they were not used or they weren't assets because they weren't really paying. They weren't monetized.
Yeah.
Now they're assets. However, 90% of these people with these accounts have these assets in the trash. They have no idea that they even can get bonuses. They got millions of followers. I'm talking about.
I didn't know until you put me on. I'm like,
Bro.
man, I'm sitting on money right now.
Bro, and if you didn't know, imagine how
That's
these people feel when they got 2-3 million followers, and then you're telling them, hey, bro, you can make money. Like, perfect example, the homie Kato, big producer, he's like the #1 Instagram, TikTok producer last year. I get on his account, you know what I'm saying? I get to looking at it. The first thing I see, he has both bonuses, in-stream ads and performance bonus. So I'm like, all right, that's fire. That's like, if you run it the right way, that's shit. Realistically, 30 to 100 bands a month you can make. But both of his bonuses are restricted because of old content that he had on his page. So this is what happens to everyone. They can't get paid $1 because they get restrictions from old content. But it took us 2, maybe 3 days to go through every piece of content, get rid of every piece of content, reach out to customer support, get the page remonetized. It's been 3 days. Now the shit monetized again. Now you got 2 different bonuses. That one he was making a certain amount on, it'll basically triple. You know what I'm saying? The other one, he had $0 on, it'll go crazy. So it's like, my whole point is to come in there, process out all this going back and learning and trying to do this. You have the asset, I have the whole blueprint, the whole machine basically to bring it to life. You know, and that's where we're gonna win because it's like, there's no one doing it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And especially of our color, you forget it, bro.
I mean, so with black people in the network.
Over here.
Good. You want to get appetizers? You want something to eat too, my man?
I'm like a little appetizer.
Okay, you want a drink or something?
I'll get a drink.
Yeah. You know what you want?
What's a
want
good
a margarita? We
bro?
drinking margaritas, but
What's a good margarita?
Margarita for my friend.
The spicy margarita is really good. It's got some pineapple in there.
A little bit of jalapeno
seasoning.
seasoning.
A bit of a kick with your drink.
He's super
Otherwise, we have
clean
our
with the
citrus
content
skinny
too,
margarita
man.
too.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how it come out.
Cucumber and mint shake.
Super good dude too.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah,
Got it.
The other dude's my homie. He cool, but he shoot a different type of content. He want to make sure shit clean.
We just want an appetizer, maybe just while we talk. You know what you want? You want like. I'm gonna do the charred cauliflower. That sound right.
What's that at? I didn't even see that.
True Food Kitchen over here.
Alright, there. Maybe the dumplings, sure. The dumplings are pretty good?
Those are really good.
Try the dumplings. Thank you, brother.
Awesome. Well, I'll get those started for you. If you want to add anything else, just let me know.
Thank you, my man. What was you saying? Talking about black people.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
So
black
like,
people, bro.
let's talk about black people, social media. How
This conversation
black people,
need to be had.
Yeah, how black people use social media and how we should be using it.
Yeah, let's talk about this, bro. First off, black people we gotta ease up on thinking that every time another black man comes to you, it's a scam.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the biggest issues I found in this business is like, no matter what I'm doing, whether it's marketing, advertising, music, I bring opportunities to people all day long. I could book the foreigners all day long. I could book the white people all day long. But then I come and talk to my own people, and they look at you like, oh, it's a scam, or oh, you uneducated. I'm like, bro, I went to school for every business I know. You know what I'm saying? I have a degree in it. I've literally have a track record in everything I do, but they'll still look at you like, oh, nah. So unfortunately, we losing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm coming at people with this business, it's a $1 billion creator fund. There's a lot. That's $1 billion that they're giving out.
They hand it out too, yeah.
Handing out, bro. And the only people that are not getting it are black people. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to like open up our eyes and listen. Bro, I'm talking about this months and months and months. I've sent the same every screenshot what I make, what I'm doing. And I send it to my boys because it's like, yo, these are my people from LA. He verified. He got hundreds of thousands of followers. He got 100,000 followers. But then they will bullshit me, not let me on the count. I'm like, bro, your account is making $0.
Yeah.
You sleeping on the couch in LA.
Yeah. So they barely making it too. So you should want to.
But your perception, your mind is so messed up because everyone wants to look rich instead of be rich. Everyone want to look cool, and it's like, look, that's not it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what you want to do. You want to tap in, take advantage of this because right now, no, and not to make it a white and black thing, but how I seen it was literally, I'm seeing all these white guys pop up on Facebook and they're doing the dumbest stuff ever. They're making food that you can't eat.
Views out the like crazy.
Bro, dropping stuff off buildings, everything, and
Yeah,
they're doing views, and I'm like, wait, what? And then you find out they're getting paid. Then you find out they had these bonuses.
Oh man.
That's it, bro. And that's when you see that, oh, they're all promoting each other. So what's wrong? There's a disconnect. How come all the black people are not
we not teamed up,
team each other the same way?
That's the biggest thing when I come to conferences, when I come to real estate conferences, there's probably, if there was a ratio of 100, there'd be like 100 to maybe 5 black people.
Yeah,
It's not a lot of us in this space, man. And so, and we control most of the wealth in the U.S. So our buying power is high, but we don't utilize it.
Same, man.
So I think we have to start investing into ourselves, into our community. And I'm starting to see it more and more. I was with a bunch of NFL players, 3 NFL players, and they're starting to invest, and they're in the Phoenix area, they're in California area, they're investing, and I was able to network with them. See, and that's the thing, like they were open-minded because we never seen each other, we never seen other black people at that table. The networking event I was at today, there was probably, there were 40 people there and like 3 brothers. And of course, eventually all the brothers end up at the same table.
Out,
And we end up talking, and like our stories are each amazing. But we got to be willing to network with each other, and we got to be willing to accept. Sometimes pride is the devil. It'll kill the whole deal.
Bro, 100%.
You might miss opportunity just because you don't follow somebody. It's the craziest part. You worried about your ratio, and if you follow that person, you may have a deal,
bro. And that's like no BS, bro. It's crazy because I've seen it from both sides to the point where like because me, I'm the type that I gotta fresh up my following and everything because I gotta clear up my mind no matter what. But I've been following people that I've literally watched shoot to the top. You know what I'm saying? I've had opportunities to manage people that I've literally watched shoot to the top. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen it from both sides of it. You know what I mean? What you can't do. It's really like a live and learn thing, man. You know what I mean? Just try to stay really, really pay attention to it, be very aware, bro.
Even like responding to DM. So that's one thing I noticed. Like you gotta take time to respond, whether it be a voice message or whether it just be like, hey, even responding to comments on social media. It may just be an emoji, but you really may have fans out there that you don't know, and as I grow in real estate and you grow in your business, you never know. Your fan could be your next investor. Your fan could be that next person that you're doing deals with.
And bro, and that goes back to earlier when you were like, if you don't show people, they won't know.
Yeah.
And when I first started posting the Facebook stuff, my partner like, hey man, don't post these numbers. Man, since I started posting them numbers, bro, I probably made 15, 20 more clients. Every client is, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the same situation. Like if you don't show what you know, or even who you know, which is why I started my podcast, Storytime, because it's like I know all types of people. They all have stories, and even when I'm doing this business, every client I'm locking in because every client I'm going to put on the podcast. We all have stories, you know what I'm saying? But unless we put that in front of people, they have no idea who you know. They have no idea who your network is. And like my point at this point, it's like, all right, it's time to show people the network, and everyone feed off each other, everyone eat off each other. If we eating on Facebook and then we hopping on the vlogs and doing YouTube, now we eating on YouTube together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just building up.
But that's the key point, is that you have to show them, because they may be curious about what you do, but they may be shy to ask.
Right.
So until you actually show them like, hey, this is what I'm doing, I'm willing to help people, then you open a door for them to say, okay, I'm curious.
That's 100% right, because a lot of people think, and I always tell people, like, this is why I post passive income, this and this. A lot of people think you flexing, even if you say you're not flexing.
Yeah.
A lot of people take it like, oh, he has this, he thinks he's better than us, and it's like, nah, I'm literally posting it to tell y'all, but unless you actually post it the right way, in the right format for them to accept it, you know what I'm saying, then they look at it differently. But realistically, I'm like,
but even your flex is an opportunity for somebody who is doing less to say, hey, how can I do more?
exactly.
And they got to view that as an opportunity. If they don't, they failing at that on their end. But for you, you're presenting an opportunity to them to say, hey, come invest, come learn how to do this. And that's the biggest thing I learned in my industry is that, yo, you got to ask. And you got to put yourself out there, and then the people who need to ask. Like, I'll tell you, I probably had about 4 or 5 people reach out to me in like my 6 years asking like, hey, how do I do real estate? Hey, some people, curious. Since I put it out there, like I said, every day I post, somebody asks me something. They were curious before, but they didn't see the content. They were curious before, but they didn't know how many deals I was doing. They didn't know what I was actually putting forth. So now that they know, they like, yo, I gotta get with this guy.
Changes everything.
Yeah, I gotta get with this guy before it's too late, because eventually it's gonna be too late. My price going up.
So you see, then they start seeing the press, and they start seeing the actual, you know what I'm saying, the catalog. You see everything. Like, you see, at that point, the price going up. I didn't build myself to this already.
So and that's where you get the friends and family discount when I first start. But after I'm started, it's no more discount.
Bro.
You gonna have to pay, and you paying a premium.
I need you to listen, go in on that, because I've been telling people, like, I'm reaching out to people.
Yeah.
I'm taking the time to hop on the phone and talk to you. If you leave me on red.
Oh yeah, it's not. Yeah, we don't got no time for you.
Bro,
you don't got time for me. I don't have no time for you.
I don't have I don't care how big you think you are. It take me 2 seconds to analyze the page. I look at it, I tell you instantly, bro, it's either monetized or it's not.
Yep.
So if I'm reaching out to you, I'm letting you know it's not monetized, I'm bringing you opportunity. So if you don't show that respect back, for me, it's just like, all right, case closed. When you come back to me, once I do, like I spoke to Gilly this morning, I spoke to the Earning Leisure 2 days ago.
Okay.
So when you reach back to me, when you see how real this shit is, you see how much money he's making, when you reach back to me, like you said, it's a premium. I can't even give you the same percentage I gave you before.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna have to pay for this shit.
Well, the thing is too is like at the beginning is more like, hey, partner with me. Hey, let's make something happen together. Trust me to trust you, and then we can do business together. That's at the beginning. But when you don't trust me, and then you want to come back, nah, I gotta tax you. Because I already did the learning work. Like my first deals were like, yo, hey, this is the deal. Anybody interested? Nah, we don't want this. I even tell you the story of how I got started in real estate, yo.
Yeah.
I was in a room with 7 other guys, right? Attorneys, business owners, entrepreneurs, 7 other people. And we had this idea, we're like, yo, we're gonna put it together 5,000 each. All right, we each gonna put together 5,000, that'll be 40,000. We're gonna buy a property, renovate it, and then we're gonna refinance it, get our cash back. Yo, the next week, texted everybody. You know how many people did the deal? None. Nobody did the deal. I said, you know what? I'm gonna do it myself. I took my own money, I bought my first deal. 25,000. I bought my first deal, put another 25,000 into it. Started making 1,000 a month. I said, oh man, this how that feel? I'm making 1,000 a month, I'm home sleep. This how that feel? So let me do it again. Took another 25,000. Did another 25 into it. Now I'm making 2,000 a month. Damn, for 100 grand, I'm making 2K a month. It's not amazing, but I'm making that money while I'm asleep.
Real quick.
Then I'm like, damn, I need to go bigger. Right now, these same friends, they're like, all right, he did it once or twice, but now I'm going bigger. Now I got 10 units. Oh man, he making it shake right now. I see you doing your little thing. Now I got 50 units. Hey Ray, you want to do a deal together? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
You ain't want to talk.
Hold on. Now we got to structure this deal a little bit differently. It's not going to be no 50-50.
No, sir.
Yeah, you can put up the money and I'll manage it for you. Right? And we're going to split it 50-50, but you're going to put up the money.
Facts.
And so that's where it's at right now.
And that's how it got to be. Thank you, man.
That was perfect time.
No problem.
Thank you.
Enjoy it.
That's exactly how I look at it now. Like, people I'm locking in right now, I'm telling, when they get on the phone with me, I give them the whole rundown. The first thing they ask, the first thing they ask after I explain everything is, so what's it gonna cost me? So when I break it down to, bro, it's not gonna cost you nothing. I'm gonna do all the work for 30 days, and I'm gonna break you your bread on the back end.
Yep.
That's when everything's, oh yeah, for real. Yeah, because I'm building this out to be a family, not just try to get money. I'm building it out to be a family. I don't even gotta offer people 40% of their account. I could tell you, listen, your account not making $0.
Yeah, $100 a month. You know, I'll give you $100 a month. You ain't making that right now.
And that's what the foreign people do. They rent your account out. They'll say, oh, we're gonna post this on your account. We're gonna give you this much a month. Give you 1,500, and they're gonna run up 30 bands.
And you gotta create the content. You still making a post.
They just running it up.
Yeah.
And you're not even eating.
Yes.
And that's why I be trying to tell people, like, look, when I'm calling you, I tell every last one, like, I spoke to Sway's people this morning, you know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate because, once again, like, some people, like, Sway, my man, Sway respond, you know what I'm saying? His people didn't respond. He left me on red. So I sent him another message, like, look, bro, I know you manage the page because Sway already told me, but that shit not monetized. I'm reaching out to you because it's a $1 billion creator fund. I'm making the money. This isn't no one else's testimonial.
He already got the crowd. He already have it all, but he just that's money left on the table.
1 million followers plus, but the thing is, bro, the people that manage these accounts, they can't do what I do. Yeah. They think they could do what I do. They act as if they can. They don't want to let you on these accounts. Yeah. So they want to, oh well, I'm managing. I want to manage. Nah, bro, you gotta stop trying to be the boss. Sometimes you gotta scoot over and let someone help out, because it's not the old Facebook. It's not the old world, bro. We 2023. Like you said, the algorithm
even last year was totally different for social media than it is this
year.
Bro,
when I tell you right now, so say a month ago, 2 months ago, I made about 5 bands off a post that did 32 million. Some bears. 2018, my main partner right now, he made 100,000 off one post, which was a dog jumping out of an airplane. That shows you the difference in the algorithm. Before COVID, post-COVID, you could literally build a page on Facebook to fucking millions. Like, fast as hell. Yeah. Algorithm is insane.
I don't think we're seeing that growth right now, as far as, like, you gotta pay to play right now.
Pay to play, bro. And that's why Facebook is the network to be on. Yeah. Cause they paying you just to be there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So to somebody that's just starting, you know, let's say I just got a social media, I'm just trying to launch my social media, what advice would you give them?
Branding, bro. Before anything, branding is everything. You know, Marv's dad told me when I was rapping, when he was young, Marv's dad, like a straight OG Crip, like nothing like Marv, bro. It's insane. And he told me one day, talking to me and Marv, he like, man, Ponce verified. He got all these followers. He got people talking to him all the time. He said, nigga, what you got? He'd always tell Marv, like, and it's nothing against Marv, my best man. Yeah. He'd always tell Marv, like, man, you trying to be like Ponce. You always trying to be like Ponce. Shit, what was I just saying?
Marv and
he said, you gotta realize perception, everything. He said, if Diddy come to your page right now, he said, I don't give a fuck if you got the best music on earth. If Diddy come to your page right now, he look like shit. Yeah. Bro, he not clicking on your page. I don't care about nothing. No. He said, if you come to your shit and it look good, he gonna click all day. This is some shit he told me, like, before, it's like 2013.
Because your image always been clean. You always had that whole branding.
It's my mindset, bro. You see, I always wanted to get out of West Virginia. More than anything, I had no other push. Yeah. My push was like, bro, my mom is thoroughbred California. My dad's from West Virginia, but everything I know is my mom. You know what I'm saying? She, in our minds, so like my push was like, yo, I gotta get out of here. How can I get out of here? We have no labels, no outlets, you know what I'm saying? No hip hop stations, no way to get out. So my whole entire life was like, all right, I'm outside on the inside. I gotta use social media to get out there to gain respect here. So when as soon as I had the opportunity to go to London, which that shit changed my life. Yeah. You know what I mean? And even that, bro, people. I remember watching the quote comments. People like, oh, he must have paid him. All his girlfriend hooked him up with 10 Westwood. Bro, listen, that was the same thing I told you I do now. That was a reach. Yeah. Bro, I never been to London in my life. The day of, we're sitting there, literally the day of me flying out to London, I get on the phone with my boy Josh Hetherington back in Willingham. He's like, Josh does everything now. He was like the little promo guy that came underneath me, but he's traveling the world. Josh is doing amazing. Okay. Josh says, I'm like, bro, who should I link up with in London? I need to do business. You know what I'm saying? Not just be here on a relationship. Yeah. He said, try reaching out to Tim Westwood. Bro, I reached out to Tim Westwood on his email, on a website, and I'm like, my name Ponce De Leon coming. I want to do a mixtape host. Remember, I was doing the freestyle and shit. Bro, I get an email back the next day, and it's like It's like, oh, I'm sorry, we're not doing any mixtape hosts. Blah, 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 super short. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm thinking they were gonna tell me like 2 bands, something I could cash them, get some hosts. They said nothing. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm in London for 26 days. So, like, needless to say, like 10 days later, I'm like, they email me back randomly. They're like, hey, could we have your artist name again? And you know what I'm saying? Tell us more about yourself. So I'm like, all right, Ponce de Leon from West Virginia. At the time, I still always had some sort of stats. I just had the #1 video on Snoop Dogg's Countdown. I just had one whatever, you know what I'm saying, showcase. So I give him this maybe 2 paragraphs. No response. I'm leaving. This is my last week there. It's a Thursday night, and I get a response back from the lady, from his manager. This is so crazy, bro. Response back from her manager. She's like, hey, if you're out of nowhere, if you're ever in London, we would love for you to come in for an interview and a freestyle with 10 Westwood. Now, I remember I'm jumping up, I'm going crazy.
Excited, yeah.
Bro, my ex, she's from London, so she posts on Twitter, Ponce is jumping up and down like a little girl because he got an interview. I'm like, what? I just got an interview that all your friends want to get.
Yeah.
I'm not from this country, you know what I'm saying? And
that's big.
Bro, I didn't ask for an interview. You guys realize I asked for a mixtape host thinking I'd have to pay for something. They did their diligence and their research for me.
They found your brand.
They found it, bro.
Yeah.
And from there, it was like, you're gonna write it. You know what I'm saying? So like, even from day one, being able to take advantage of reaching out to people,
have to,
changes everything, bro.
Have to.
I never would have been in London.
This is the power of social media, though, that people aren't using to its full potential. We watch it, but we not reaching where we need to be. If you wanna get sponsored by these companies, let them know, yo, this is what I'm doing. Love to be a partner. How can I add value? That's my biggest thing when I reach to somebody is like, yo, I don't want you to help me. How can I add value to what you're doing right now?
Exactly.
You know, so we not reaching out. I think a lot of people, there's more viewers. There will always be more viewers than there are doers.
Yep.
There will always be more viewers than there are doers.
They just sit back.
They sit on the sidelines, They
like,
sit on the sidelines. You're gonna hear people talk about how much they could have did it better or how you not doing something right. But the key is you actually doing it though. We can all talk about LeBron and oh yeah, well he shouldn't have switched teams, but he's doing it. It's his career.
Point blank period. He's doing it.
He getting paid well for it.
This is not a spectator.
And so we got there'll always be more spectators in this space. So with social media, we got to remember, I think that's the biggest key, is to make sure that we use it to reach out to where we want to go and use it as that tool, because that is the network. It is about that network, and your network is your network. So your social media now can now become a part of your net worth if you can connect with the right people.
They just got to remember that at all times, like, social media that's exactly what it's called, a social network.
Yeah.
It's not there. It's not just for pictures. It's not there just to look cool. It's to network.
Yeah.
And depending on the time that you spend networking with this certain type of people, everything is targeted. You know what I'm saying? So some guys gonna spend every hour of the day targeting females, wanting to holler at females. I guess you're gonna be successful getting some pussy. 100%. But if you put that same 100% focus to business or reaching out to people or closing deals, I guarantee you're gonna be successful at that just as much as you were bagging females, bro.
So when you say that, like, I look at other people's ads that they see that's targeted at them, and this is the most crucial part of what you see in social media. Your ads are different from mine. If I hop on social media right now, it's a bunch of other people in real estate trying to get in my business and try to get me to partner with them and spend money with them, because that's the field that I'm in.
That's what you're clicking on.
Yes, because that's what I want to see. I want to see people doing deals. I want to see people building wealth. But if you're looking at just girls, that's all you're gonna see. If you're looking at nonsense, that's all you're gonna see. If you're looking at clothing and, man, everybody has the nicest clothing, that's because that's all you see. I'm looking at people. I'm with billionaires. They got a little Lululemon or something like that, but they not really flexing.
Nope.
They don't have no. I ain't seen not one chain in that room. I know it's a bunch of Ferraris parked outside. There's some Bentleys parked outside, but there ain't no chains.
Respect it.
You know, the one dude I talked to, he drive a Honda as his daily car. Ferrari, Rolls-Royce Dawn, Lamborghini. But his daily driver when he going to work, a Honda. So just think about that. People that's really getting money, we don't care about the clothing or the brand. We care about the quality and that's it. But we want to get the business. We
Oh,
focused on
right.
business. I ain't focused on nothing else. Only thing I'm paying attention to is my business.
100%. That definitely makes sense too, as well, though.
The crazy part is like we have this conversation just talking. Like this shit is not. we not
Right, yeah,
planning
this shit
it.
real.
But this is like an everyday talk of the stuff that's going on, and like, I mean, people are missing so much, man. Social media, they missing so much. The real estate game is like I said, there is more money in real estate right now. There's not enough property. There's not enough deals, right? So like raising capital, everybody like, man, I need a bunch of money to get into real estate. You don't need any money. I did
enough deals.
last month. I did 4.3 million, zero of my money, zero. I went to the table,
That's
4.3 million with zero down.
That shit almost unbelievable.
I know, but it's happening. I'm doing these deals. So the thing is, you don't need a bunch of money. You need the network.
Exactly.
That's the value. Social media is that network. You know, so what you're doing is you're helping people get that network, get that credibility, get that visibility. You know, amplifying their message. So that way, one, you helping them get paid. You helping them get paid on the Facebook advertising side. That don't even include what else they could sell. You know, if you got clothing brands, you can sell your brand now. We're not even talking about that. My brand is now official, plus Facebook paying me. I got real estate. I'm selling courses. I'm selling coaching. My brand is official, but now he get paid from the Facebook side of just posting what my day-to-day is like.
That's the blessing.
I'm posting about tenants and I'm getting paid for it, you know? So that's kind of the key, and I think that's the thing that we missing in real estate and that we missing in social media and us as a community is that we're not utilizing a tool, because social media is a tool.
Tool, bro. 100%.
It's a tool, you know, it's a tool. It's honestly, I think social media has replaced the TV.
Yeah, 100%. Because it's more powerful. It's quicker. It's like
immediate, at your hand, anytime.
Bro, it's like taking, you know, to be real, it's shit like heroin, bro.
Yeah, oh
compared
yeah.
to weed.
Yeah.
This shit goes straight to your veins.
Yeah. Every like,
Instant.
every follow, you. Oh man.
And that's right there.
Dopamine
is why
release.
it's
Yep.
Distraction.
Yeah.
Right there. That's
So I
what
turn
people get messed up.
like one of my biggest keys to success, I think, for being off my phone is I turn my notifications off for all that stuff. I don't want to look at Instagram unless I got a second. Because every time you get that notification, it's instant gratification. You want to look at, oh man, I got something. TikTok,
and then
oh,
you
somebody
stuck
like
on
me.
it.
And you stuck. And now so it's just like a drug. You either use it or you're a seller. What you doing? What are you doing? You either using it
or you
I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna sell it. I've always been a hustler. I'm gonna sell it.
That's how you gotta
So
look at
you
it,
gotta
though.
yeah. So
Got to, bro. Sometimes people get upset when, oh, he unfollowed me. Like, look, nothing against you. You probably got my number. You probably got me on any other app. Contact me on that. But this, when I get on here, the only shit I want to see is business and motivation.
Yeah.
If I don't have a contract with you and something in place with you, I don't need to follow you.
Don't need it.
If we not benefiting from each other, I don't need to follow you. Like, for females, I got all types. Like, Twitter, I literally deleted from my app, from my phone, because I know all these females in Arizona, OnlyFans is like a regular job.
Yeah.
OnlyFans is like working at the grocery store or being a bartender.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I got to delete the app from my phone completely, because when I get on it, it's nothing but poison.
Yeah.
If I'm looking at girls all day,
they trying to sell you. That's it. They trying to sell you.
They trying to sell me. They want me to get my money up.
Yeah.
Now I'm horny as hell.
Yep.
Now I'm completely distracted. So what I do, I follow all you hoes.
Yep.
Y'all not making me no money.
Zero.
You want me to give you money, and on top of that, I'm not getting nothing back other than some pussy.
Nah.
Bro,
It's gonna be a partnership or something. We gonna make something work.
It gotta be
We gonna make something work.
let me be the manager or something, cause like, man, Blueface said, I don't even like Blueface. The one thing he said in the interview, he said, man, it don't make no sense as an adult to cheat. He said, why would you lose your home for a hotel? He said, 100%, bro. It doesn't make any sense to be messing with something that has no worth, that can't help you out, can't do nothing for you, when you could, you know what I'm saying?
grow.
When you could grow, sit next to somebody, you know what I'm saying? King
Your
and the
partner,
queen.
your best investment, honestly, because that's the person you spend the most amount of time with. So how they influence you is gonna shape your life. If your partner, all they want to do is drink and party, guess what? You gonna drink and party all the time. If your partner focused, then guess what? Y'all both gonna focus. Y'all both gonna grow. So I mean,
just really realizing all that in life too, bro.
it take a minute. How old are you right now?
33.
Oh, we the same age. We the same age, yeah.
Oh, fire. I didn't know that.
We the same age. So it took me a minute to realize, like, you know what? My partner is a representation of me and how I'm growing. So if my partner is growing it and they showing like, yo, I'm hustling with you, I'm here, that's the person I need to be around. I need to be around another me.
That's when I started, like, And it was literally just this past year. That's when I really started, like, don't get me wrong, traveling and music and touring, all that, it definitely messed your head up, you know what I'm saying? Girls everywhere, whatever. But when I started realizing, like, all right, this is who I'm most at peace with, grinds just as hard with me, always with me, you know what I'm saying, actually enjoys being with you, and you enjoy being, like, but there's no better thing than legit peace.
Yeah.
You know, so when I realized that, that's when it hit me, like, all right, brother, it's not even really worth you.
You need that peace.
Ruining anything else.
You need that peace. Especially if you're trying to grow, you trying to scale at another level.
Yeah.
So you can't deal with stress from other places.
And that's exactly. I can't
when
deal
I come
with
home,
no,
it's peace. I don't want nothing. I want nothing but peace. There's no argument. And right now, you know, I've been able to, like, at this scale and the point I'm in, everything in the world, when I'm outside facing the real world, there's nothing but fires I'm putting out. So when I come home, I can't put no fires out.
I need to sit down.
I can't afford to put no fires out.
That's when stress. When you get stressed out at home, that's when shit get bad. I don't have time for that.
So that's the point I'm at in my career, is like, yo, if honestly, I'm at a delegation point where, like, yo, if it's stressful, I gotta hand it to somebody else. Somebody else I gotta pay you to deal with that stress. That's what I pay you for, is to deal with that stress, because I can't deal with it. I can't. I need to be able to have my brain free so I can continue to grow. If I grow, everybody growing around me.
100%.
You know, I had a conversation like 2 years ago. I was like, I tell you, I was feeling depressed. I'm like, man, I got money coming in. I feel like I made it. Like, what's next? And they like, yo, you owe it to yourself. You got a duty to grow. Like, you got a duty to your next generation and generation after that, because you opened the door
to keep growing.
Yeah, you got to keep growing. It's not just about you no more. Right? You got 50 properties, cool, that's great. Now you need to get 500, because the next generations need that money.
They need 50 properties.
Yeah, and so I'm like, man, I got to keep growing. I got to scale this. But the only way to do that is I got to have my freedom. I got to have my freedom to be able to scale that. So if I'm distracted with a little fight here or nonsense there, when I come home,
close everything off.
Yeah, I can't do my thing.
Bro, I sat down with Lisa Ann in 2018. Did an interview for her podcast, and on the interview before the interview she made me read this book called Habits. That book literally changed everything for me.
Really?
Because when I read it, I realized, like, exactly what habits are, good or bad. No matter what your habit is, it's going to be followed by another habit. It's a chain of events. So if you wake up on a bad habit, I woke up late, I'm instantly going to wake up annoyed. The first person who texts me, I'm probably going to cuss out. Then I'm going to go to late or work. I'm going to be late at work. Then I'm going to argue. Or you wake up early, hit the gym, eat, stretch. You be positive as hell, bro. The whole day.
The funny thing, you say that, I was like, I woke up this morning at 6 a.m. I never wake up at 6 a.m. I woke up this morning at 6 a.m. I said, you know what? I'm feeling good. Let me hit the gym.
Look.
Let me hit the gym. I'm feeling good right now.
Look. Hit
the gym. Got some breakfast. I don't never eat breakfast, man. I get up. I get right to it. I like fast in the morning, but I had already worked out. I'm like, yo, let me get some breakfast. I'm feeling good right now. My whole attitude has been positive all day. I haven't had
bro.
I got little stress and fires, but I'm putting them out with ease because I got a positive attitude. I done started the day ahead of the game.
Changes everything, bro.
Yeah, so that lack thereof stress. If stress is something at this point in my career, I'm gonna pay you for my stress. Somebody gonna get paid well to do my stressful things.
It's just not worth it, bro. It's not worth it at all. It throws off your whole chemical balance, man.
Yeah.
How you acting up, and it's just like, I'm the same way. I got one of my little homies. I try to put him on both of the TikTok accounts. Try to put him on Facebook account. I always try to pay him. And I literally 2 days ago, I followed him yesterday. I sent him a message like, look, bro, I done gave you so many opportunities to make money. You call me every day. You say you need money. You don't have money. You sleeping in your car. But then you call me talking about you with these girls. I'm like, look, bro, I put you on the accounts. I give you the opportunity to make money, and then you don't post. When you don't post, you're causing me money.
Yeah. Now
I'm stressed. Now I gotta reach out. Now I gotta tell you off. So at that point, it's just like, all right, now I just gotta cut you out, bro.
It's an efficiency issue, man. Like, I hear so many people like, yo, I need money. I gotta get money. And the thing is, they don't know how to scale, or they don't know how to save. Like, I watch the same people say, I need money with nice cars. They house rich, but they real broke. You know, they got a baller house, may have a swimming pool, man, but they don't have 10,000 in their account. Yo, I heard the statistic talking about that, and it said, you know, it's 330 million Americans right now in the country. It says 60% of them don't have enough for a $4,000 emergency. Right? That's crazy.
That sounds insane.
Right? Out of that number, only like I think 40% have $10,000 saved. 10,000 liquid that they could touch.
Only 40%.
40%. So out of 330 million Americans, there's only 90 million Americans with 10,000. 90 million.
That's crazy.
There's 270 million Americans with under $10,000. But guess what? We see the nicest cars.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right? Car always fresh. We see the nicest clothes. Gucci balling, Louis Vuitton stock all-time high. But guess what? People broke. We got the highest credit card debt ever in American history. People living on credit. They're living on borrowed
Yeah,
time.
because you know in other countries they don't. On other countries it's cash.
Oh yeah.
It's not credit out here. They just all credit.
So we are. America's always been a consumer country, but right now that consumerism is catching up. Like I told you, I'm shopping at Lululemon and I'm like, man, $128 joggers. I got the money, but I don't know if I want to spend $128. I'll get some Nike Techs for $30 and be okay. You know, so
be cool with it.
And that may be how I was brought up. You know, I never came from money. I didn't have money growing up. So I think that plays a role with it too. But like in my growth and development, I'm like, yo, I really don't want to spend the money on
It's
that.
just growth and development, bro. Like I look at it now, and my man's know, like I got a little designer out here, so I get all my own, you know what I'm saying, merchandise made up. I don't consider merchandise; it's literally a brand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the shit look better than the design because I have the same mind as them, and then my name is already a foreign brand. So it's like,
so I'd rather spend money on my stuff than wearing your stuff. Like, so I'm not gonna wear. If I'm gonna spend $128 for Lululemon, I'm just gonna go to the same designer that they have. I'm gonna put my brand on it.
I'm gonna get my
It's
stuff,
the same
bro.
comfort, and now I'm wearing my stuff. I'm branding my stuff.
And when people see it, the thing is, they're not looking at it like, oh, that's his merch. No, looks like a brand.
Yeah.
So when people see it, it's ready to be purchased as just another designer brand. It look like it, sound like it. So why would I spend all this money on something when I could spend $800 on a pair of a Gucci shirt, or I could spend $800, no BS, spend $800. I get for $100, I could get 100 screen prints for whatever. You know what I'm saying? Get my
help build your brand. See that $800 for Gucci, you helping Gucci get money.
That's it.
That $800 in my brand, I might sell some of those shirts. I might get a coaching class. I might get a new client. That's the value, and so that's the thing people don't talk about enough is doing that.
100%, bro.
So
the energy, explain that.
All right, so money is just a form of energy, right? So money is what you use when you need to get something done. That's it. You need to buy groceries. It's a form of energy. I got to spend my money. If you're going to work, you're taking energy from yourself, right? So even for the cameraman, when he's filming right now, I'll pay him because he's making it easier for me to get this content. He's making it easier on me. I could set up a camera, try to film it, and then somebody will text me. But right now, you helping me. But your energy, you're using your energy. But your energy could be better used if you pay somebody $25 an hour to sit here, right? And you made $75. You could go film another one right now and make an extra $100. You could film 5 of these right now.
Facts.
So it's not about taking the whole thing, and that's the part about partnership. That's the part about delegating that nobody talks about. But that energy has to be used more efficiently. You have to use your energy more efficiently.
Hey, which is why you got out of vending. Yeah, because I was doing it. I'm like,
yo, I had these vending machines, yo. I still have one. The one is money while I sleep. But the other ones were like, yo, I gotta go here. Something broke down in this vending machine. I gotta stack this up. This one ran out of something. Oh, I gotta refill this. Hey, so and so they got jammed. I'm like, yo, this is
time consuming.
I'm not with this for a couple bucks. I could invest in something
for
better.
money on the machines that you gonna make that.
But
5-10 bands in a year.
But you gotta remember though, that same energy is a gateway for you to start and fuel your other dreams. It's gas.
100%.
So let's say you only got $2-3 grand, and you like, yo, I need to invest this money. I need to make this money work for me while I'm sleeping. Vending machine's a great idea because that's an entryway for you.
Right.
So you can still work your W-2 job. You can still do what you're doing. You can film. You can do whatever you want, but you're still making money while you sleep. That's the key to this.
At the end of the day, that's all that matters.
That's the key to this. So I ask people a lot of times when I coach them, I say, yo, how much are you worth? They like, yo, I make 60 grand a year. No.
How much are you worth?
How much are you worth? How much money are you making when you sleep? Because that 60 grand is a salary. That counts every hour.
And
That
you
counts
spend it.
every minute, every second. So while you sleep, you still making that 60 grand. That's your only hustle. That's your only job. You still just making that 60 grand. It's not about the 40 hours that you working. It's not about that. So it's about every second. I know how much money I make a second right now. To the T, I can tell you how much money I make a second.
That's fire.
I know how much I make. So that's the key, is like, yo, how much are you making per second? Right now, if you watching this video, how much money are you making right now just watching this?
That's some real shit to think about. That make me like, I need to get down. And
So you gotta know you gotta know your numbers. You gotta know, like, yo, this is how much I'm making. But I don't knock the vending machines, because it's a great way for someone to start, especially like someone younger. You know, if you got kids, like I did it for my nephews. I would do it for my son. We got laundry machines. I own laundry machines. I would definitely do that for him to learn and to scale. But all that money that we get, and my business, shit, every money we make, we just put back in real estate, because it's gonna make me more money while I sleep.
Facts. And that's the purpose.
That's it. I just want to make money. I don't want to work. You want to work?
Hell no.
Look, nah,
I
yeah.
ain't worth enough in my life, man.
I don't want to work. I don't want to have to. I don't want to do nothing I don't have to. I talked to a dude today, $1 billion in assets. He like, yo, I work 90 minutes a week. I work 90 minutes a week. Everybody, you know what his problems are? He pay everybody else. They give him a conference call. He say, hey, I need you to do this better. I need you to do this better. This is what we got to fix. 90 minutes a day, or 90 minutes a week.
90 minutes a week.
So imagine having billions in assets, right? Making millions of dollars, and you work 90 minutes a week. See, everybody think, yo, I gotta have a second job to really make money. I don't know a motherfucker that got a second job that's really making money. You working 2 jobs, you barely making it.
Busting down.
Because your time is not being used efficiently.
Hell no, not when you making BS.
It's not being used efficiently. You gotta learn to stack that money, right? Stack your money, and then how I'm gonna make money while I'm asleep. What's gonna be passive? What can I do? Can I learn a hustle? Can I learn a hobby that's gonna create wealth for me? Right? Do I start an Etsy store, or I get on Shopify to make me money while I'm doing what I do on a regular basis? Because eventually I need that money that I'm making on the side to become my main money. So that way I can quit my job. That's financial freedom.
That's what it is.
Exactly.
Financial freedom.
That's it. I want to quit my job. And then when I quit my job, now my mind really free, because I'm not working for nobody else. My mind is free.
Nothing.
I'm thinking about how I'm gonna make more money. Oh, how can I scale it? I can make plates. I can make plates and say, you know what, I'm gonna work my regular job, and people knock, yo, you got a regular job. That's cool. No problem. I can make plates though on the side. But I need to sell enough plates to replace my income that I'm making now.
And bro, you see, that's crazy, because that's one reason. Like when I moved to LA, even though I had my degree, just graduated, I left my diploma because of my mindset. Even though everyone's like, go get a job here, go get a job restaurants, go get a job, try the labels or whatever. My mindset was like, look, man, if I take this diploma, I'm gonna force myself to get a job. I don't want to get a job nowhere. I want to go out here and make music, network with people, and experience life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So to this day, my diploma is still at Fairmont State. Never went back for it.
That's
You know
crazy.
what I'm saying? I left it. I always told myself, like, literally, like, I only graduated from my mom. You know what I'm saying? The first one in my family to graduate, and I got kicked out of high school. So like, my mindset was just like, all right, you know what I'm saying? If I could accomplish this on this side, you know what I mean? Really, like, what else can I do? So I've always just been trying to like just push it, bro.
So the biggest thing in real estate we say is rich people don't work for money. We don't work for money.
The money work for you.
The money's working for you at all times. And when you sell yourself a job, we call it right now, we call it golden handcuffs. You got a pension, you got a 401k plan, you got all this stuff. It's great, but you married to that job. Right? Unless you're using it as fuel to create that income, you married to that job. When I went to school, I was going for industrial engineering. I was going to graduate. I grew up poor. I was going to graduate making $60,000 a year. I'm like, yo, shit, $60K, I made it. With a chance to make $100K, man, I made it. 2 years into school, I'm like, yo, I don't want to do this. I'm learning about stuff that I don't even care about just to get a paycheck. So I ended up dropping out. I started my first business. I started a food truck, a little taco truck, late night. Started serving tacos. Guess what? I made $60,000 a year, and I was working 3 days for a couple hours. I was making. I'm like, yo, this shit is
busting in the top. Yes.
But I'm like, yo, this shit is so efficient. I'm working 3 days, 3 nights, 4 hours, and it's like, yo, I'm making $60,000 a year doing this. What?
Pretty nice. Wow.
Now imagine if I could double. What if I bought another business and I could have the taco truck, somebody work for me in the taco truck, and I could own a bar? Well, I own the bar. And now I'm making money here and I'm making money there. Shit, well, let me buy another business. Let me buy another one. Fuck, I'm making money 4 ways. Now it's like, yo, this is crazy.
Yes.
But I gotta work for that money though.
Deep.
And that's when it hit me. I'm up late night, I'm working, I lost relationships. My other relationships challenged because I'm up late night, I'm at the club, I'm at the bar.
Working.
I'm like, yo, I gotta get out of this. But every bar owner I know, none of them retired. I know people 60 years old, 70 years old, they still at their bar every night. I can't live like that. That ain't no life for me. So I'm like, yo, how can I create? I already know it's called passive income, but I want to make money while I wasn't working. So I'm like, yo, this real estate shit, I heard about it. Let me jump in. Like I said, I hit for that $1,000. I'm like, man, I made $1,000. I ain't do nothing for it. I ain't had to cook nothing. I ain't had to mix nothing, mix no drinks. It's $1,000. Cool. Then it was $2,000. Then it was like, yo, if I get to $10,000 a month, I'm gonna retire. In my head, I'm like, yo, I'm retired. I'm gonna stop there. Dog, my like 3rd, 4th deal, I got to $10,000 a month. I'm like, shit. Man, that's it? That's the life? So I'm like, yo, if I get to $50,000 a month, now we talking. I'm done. Got to $50K a month. Yo, if I could get to $100K a month, I'm done.
You start taking off.
Got to 100. I'm like, yo, shit, now where it stop? So now I don't know, you know? It's just growth.
Hey, man, growth is beautiful, bro. That's why, like I said earlier, man, when there's a blueprint and it's proven that the formula works, man, all you have to do is sit down, stick to it, stay focused, and ride it out.
Sure.
If it's proven, bro. And like you literally, you know what I'm saying? You literally did exactly what you said, bro. I even remember like when you first told me, yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying? Get like 25. You know what I'm saying? I'm asking you 25. We'll go grab a spot.
Yep.
This is before you had 100.
Yeah. And
You know
I was spreading love. I'm like, yo, we can go half or anything. I still spread love right now, even to my students. I got up a conference with my student. She looking for a first deal. I said, yo, you know what? I'll partner with you. On your first one, I'll even partner with you just so you can see the ropes. I want you to learn. And she bought a great deal. I'm like, yo, I want you to learn this game, but I'm gonna partner with you. So we can all eat, because you know what? Her growth means my growth eventually.
Exactly.
Imagine if you would have put that 25 in right now, that 25 probably be worth 250.
No, bro, it's so crazy, bro. So crazy, man. I'm like,
and that's in 5-6 years. That's in 5-6 years. Everybody I know in this game, they say they hit their real stride at 10 years. Everybody that I talk to today, they in 20 years. Lady I talked to, she in 25. Dude that I talked to, billionaire, 22 years. It's at that 20-year mark where it's like, yo, money is not even an object. You know, you get from 100K to $1 million a month, 10 million a month, 15 million, 30 million a month. You like, yo, and in your head, when you don't believe that it's possible, you don't believe it's possible till you get around people that's doing it. I'm in a room with all these people today, and they like, yo, yeah, I did 750 this week, 750 this week. This week? Excuse me, 750K? I know people that might not make 750 in their whole career. 750 a year. 750 in 5 years, 10 years, they may not make that.
In a lifetime.
In lifetime, for real. For real. And they doing it in a month. So when you get around those people, you're like, yo, it's possible. I'm thinking, yo, if I make $1 million a year, I gotta be an athlete or something. Dog, it's athletes that's getting into my game. Athletes come and saying, hey, Ray, yo, how do you do it? What do I gotta do?
Real bad good.
So they see like, yo, the money, you know, we get, in real estate, we get what's called depreciation. So, you know, property value grows. We get the cash flow, that's the monthly rent. Then we get the depreciation, which is tax write-off, right? So if I buy a property for, let's say, $1 million, I get to write that off for depreciation 27.5 years. So that means every year I get to the tune of like, depending on 27,000 tax-free, right? 27,000 tax-free, right? So imagine you work a job, a W-2 job, you're making minimum wage, you're making 27 a year. I'll make that tax-free.
Yeah, bro, tax-free. 27 is none. I think that's...
But then you take it to like, yo, I got 10 million. Now I'm getting 270,000 tax-free. Oh, man. 100 million in assets. Now we start to talk, you know? So that's what the scale is like. Though people use real estate, like for taxes, I don't pay tax money. You probably pay more taxes than me.
Guaranteed.
You probably pay more than most of the people that watch me. They pay more taxes than me. I don't. My first year in business, I'll never forget. Like I owned restaurants, owned bars. I paid $50,000 in taxes. I'm like, yo, I thought I made all this money. This ain't even my money.
Yeah, cash out.
I paid 50 in taxes. I'm like, yo, I gotta find a better way.
That's a lot.
I think last year I paid like 8,000 in taxes.
Off of everything.
Off of everything. I mean, yeah.
How you do that?
Depreciation. So a lot of that money,
just
all that's depreciation. So a lot of the money that hits my account is typically gonna be tax free. Like if I buy, like I said, I buy a property, let's say 100,000, 27 and a half years, 2,700 of that money is tax free. I don't get taxed until I make more than 2,700. Right? But then, so the cool thing about real estate, we do what's called a refinance, right? So the key is whenever you take debt out on something, it's tax free. So if you go swipe a credit card, it's tax free, right? If you only tax on the income that you make, but you're not taxed on that debt. So if you go buy a car, that debt is typically tax free, right? When I go refinance a property, my debt is tax free. So for example, I'm doing a refinance, I'm taking out $250,000. That's tax free for me. I pay $0 in taxes. My tenants will pay the debt on it. So whenever you take debt out on a property, it's tax free. It's an untaxable event. You get that money, and so pretty much what I do is I bring more debt to the property. I lower my cash flow just a little bit, but I get that big lump sum. So I've done deals. Yeah, I've done deals where I'll give you an example. I just purchased this property. This was 2 years ago. Not even. Purchased this property. It was $70,000. Right. I refinanced it. I pulled out $170K. Right. Tax free. Took that 170, bought a whole nother building with it. Pulled out another 250. Now I'm still getting rent from all these buildings too. I'm still creating cash flow, but I keep recycling my money. Right? Took out another 250 from that deal. Right? I'm gonna take that 250. I'm gonna buy another piece of property, build another building, and guess what? I'm gonna refinance that one. That refinance will make me $400K, tax free.
$400K tax free. Yeah.
Tax free. I'm doing this, but the thing is, we're doing this every month.
I'm telling you, this is the same thing you told me years ago, bro, when you said 25-25.
25-25, man.
The refinance. You had that whole convo with me. That's insane. 400K tax free. Yeah.
Tax free. I'm doing this, but the thing is, we're doing this every month.
I'm telling you, this is the same thing you told me years ago, bro, when you said 25-25.
25-25, man.
The refinance. You had that whole convo with me. That's insane.
It's still there. If you want to do it, I'll do it with you, man. I'll find you one.
No, this year I do really want to get in because, like I said, I do have you know what I'm saying, a female with me, and more than anything,
I'll show you.
Bro, I always travel myself.
What I'll do, if y'all want, we can hop on a Zoom. I'll do an hour coaching with y'all. I'll do it for free.
Yeah,
I'll do it for free. I'll do an hour coaching session. We'll view the market. I'll show you types of deals you should be looking for, how to find a deal, how to analyze a deal. I'll send you my deal analyzer. You guys can look at it. You can start analyzing your own deals and find a good deal. If I was you,
I definitely want to get in something this year.
For like new buyers, you own a home? You own a house? You guys have the tools right now to compete, right? Because for me as a new buyer, I got to put down 20%. I got to put down 20% because I'm an investor, right? If you go to buy your property, your first property, you only need 3.5%, right? So when you see these big numbers, when you see $1 million home, you may only have to put down 35K. And you can get into that home.
Shit,
yeah, it's a different ball game, right? So if you see a $100,000 home, you can go in for $3,500.
That's crazy.
And then you rent it out eventually. After a year, you can rent that property out, start cash flowing just a little bit. My first property that I ever bought, I bought for $150. Still own it to this day. It's 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I bought it for $150. Lived in it for a couple years. Ended up renting it out. Right now, that property nets me $800 a month.
That's the one you had in Morgantown?
Yep. It nets me $800 a month every month. I still have that property. I owe $100,000 on it. I have $100,000 in equity. That's the money that's in the deal. Right? I have $100K, so I could finance money out of that too. You know, so I have money in that deal, but it's still cash flowing. And I got into that deal for $4,000. So I bought this house for $4,000. It pays me $800 every month. It's crazy. Every month, I want to forget. Every month.
How would you like to buy a house for $4,000 and it make you $800 every month?
Buy a house for
Yeah.
how much?
$4,000.
Real estate.
Yeah, I'm in real estate, so it just
Buy a house for $4,000
That'd be nice.
and they make $800 every month.
That's
what I do.
way to do it.
That's what I do.
Really?
Yeah, I do it all the time.
It's incredible, bro.
That's awesome.
Well, you know,
around here.
I'm in the West Virginia, Pittsburgh area.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
nice.
a little bit of ways away, but I mean, it's the same stuff here.
Yeah.
You can buy a house. A lot of people don't know that FHA. You can buy a house 3.5% down.
I mean, especially in West Virginia, the market's pretty good over there. Isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. I did 2 deals, 1.9 and 2.3 million. Zero money down. $0 cash flow. Once it's completed, they'll cash flow $10,000 a month. Remember, I told you, I'm like, man, if I get 10,000, I'm gonna retire. No, this next 2 deals, I come in with no money, 10K a month.
This is crazy.
That's the way to do it. That's awesome.
Yeah, so there's tons of deals. I mean, you just gotta learn. You gotta have a right mentor. You gotta be around the right people, right coach, and people will show you how to do it. I'm gonna show you how to do it. I'll show you.
I got it.
I'll show you guys how to do it if you want. I'll mentor you. I'll show you how to do it.
Yeah, man, because I like.
This is how you use that energy.
Easy,
If you
right.
want to trade energy, I'll trade my energy with you. I'll coach you. If you want, I'll coach you. I'll show you exactly how to look at the deal. We can hop on a Zoom call together.
Everything, the business side, everything.
You guys all good?
I'm good for now, bro.
I'll take the check. Yeah, we'll take the check. Yeah.
You got it.
Even even if you got questions on the business side of things, like funding. The funding is one thing Damien pounded into my head, which I feel like
I do it all.
a lot of people don't even realize. Like, bro, what the fuck is we spending our money for on this and everything else? Like, there's a
Other people's
reason
money.
we have credit and there's a reason we have
other people's
funding.
money.
Other OPM, straight up, bro.
Like me and Damien talk on a consistent basis. I'll be kicking Damien. I'll be kicking him some. Me and him just got in a deal. I don't know if he told you.
Nah, he didn't tell me yet. He always.
I'm gonna make him some money on that deal.
See.
He gave me. I'll tell you the structure. He gave me like a little bit less than 100K. He gave me 85, 90K, 90. He gave me 90. I got 60 into it, so he got 90. I got 60. Typically, I wouldn't put any money into these deals, but a friend of mine. So I'm like, all right, cool. I want to show you. We got 150,000 into this deal. This deal comps in the area anywhere from 350 to 450, right? So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna refinance this property once it's done. I'm gonna pay him his 90,000 back. I'm gonna get my 60,000 back, so we're in the 150 total. And then guess what? We'll have money left on top to the tune of about 150, 200,000. Untaxed money. I'm gonna give him 100,000. I'm gonna make 100,000 on that deal.
Good.
And we still gonna cash flow.
So look, bro, I pitched this shit to him, which you should have bid on it. I should have bid on this 2 years ago. So this is kind of the same way you put me on this game. Now, I can show you my boys, they didn't wave cop. 2 young cats, you know what I'm saying, like 23, 24. They came up underneath me. They was like rapping and shit. But in the last 2 years, lives changed completely. So one of them paint for everybody from Khaled to Drake to everybody now, just literally painting. Painting Lamborghinis flying to Dubai, painting the what's the name, the head of Ferraris, painting everything. So they offered me, this almost 2 years now, we in LA. My boy Ziggy's like, bro, get in this fund with us. I didn't know what it was because I didn't do like crypto or anything like that yet at the time. He like, bro, and nor did I even, it sounds too crazy. He like, it's $100,000. He's like, you get in this fund. He's like, in a year, you'll probably make at least $1 million. Now, when you don't know anything you're talking about, it sounds crazy, right?
Yeah.
So, needless to say, I didn't get in on this shit. I watched these dudes in the next year to 2 years, bro. Every last one of them. You know what I'm saying? The cousin, the brothers. I'm watching them go everywhere, travel, they're exploring. Their life's changed completely, right? I speak to one of the brothers, 2 months ago. I'm on the phone. I'm like, bro, I gotta tell you about Facebook. Breaking it down. He said, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. He said, I'm making more money now than I probably ever made in my life. I'm like, bro, I can low-key tell. I see, you know what I'm saying, how you living. He said, nah, bro. He said, like, today, he's like, just to start, I made probably like 15 bands from bed before I even, you know what I'm saying, even get up to leave. He's like, the fund, he starts talking about this fund. He's like, bro, that fund that Ziggy told you about 2 years ago, he's like, you should have got in it. He said, the dude that got in the same time you got in, made over $1 million in his 12 months and pulled out his initial 100,000 investment. He said, right now, every month, he said, I get paid minimum. This dude like 24, bro. He said, I get paid minimum of $535,000. He said, every time I bring somebody else to it, the shit goes up more. They brought so many millions into the fund. He like, bro, I'm making this. He said 3 times. My mentor, he making $1 million, $2 million a day. He said, bro, I'm not even bullshitting. He's like, I'm telling you these numbers because I'm seeing them. He goes, when I tell you my mentor, it's my pops. It's my dad's fund. Bro, fucked my whole head up. I'm like, if I would have spoke to him day one, you know what I'm saying, it would have made more sense. But my boy Ziggy telling me, and Ziggy's the cousin, so like, he never said, yo, this is Lantana's dad. You know what I'm saying? So when he said it to me, I'm just like, oh shit. So they had this till this day. Like, I can show you, their lives are insane, bro. And it's like, so insane. Just 2 black kids that were rapping, bro. They went #1 on Spotify with the #1 TikTok pop group, just because of thinking and the money that they were able to, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, when I seen this shit, I'm like, all right, there's so many opportunities out here for us to make money.
Yeah.
And how would you say earlier, once again, it's your network, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if I would have had, at the time, if I would have been thinking like, oh, tell Damien or tell this person, that I'd have brought this sort of, you know what I'm saying, to the table, because I never would have imagined my man's had this, or I never could have foreshadowed a year later that these guys were living on the fucking moon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's how it is, man. There's just so many crazy opportunities now. So I'm trying to tap into all of them.